Alright, you guys, here we are, Metaphor ReFantazio. We are still in Brylehaven, and it is once again raining. Now, I don't really have any big plans for the next 6 days before the soiree, but I do want to go talk to the Ishkia man in the arena. That was like, you're boring to talk to, go to the tower, and then I'll care about you. We've gone to the tower, let's see what he has for us now. He's insufferable, I'm warning you now. We're 30 seconds into the video. This man is insufferable.
Amazing!
This guy says he wants to hear about something unusual. If we can satisfy him, we might get him to return the deed. So, how are we going to get his attention?
You know the Forsaken Tower?
Aha.
It is 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday. How y'all doing? So I got me a little smoothie here. A little too thick. Which I like a thick smoothie, but the straw does not. The Forsaken Tower. You mean the legendary tower north of the city. Have you truly been there? I've never met someone who'd ventured inside before, and you'll tell me of the monsters and battles you encountered within its walls, will you? Nothing for it, I suppose. I'll pay your price, storyteller. Shall we decide on something of comparable value to this tale? I'd like the deed. To a building, not like doing the deed.
The Parapos who founded the Night Prowler asked us to get back his deed. It was collateral for his loan, he said.
That reprobate has you running errands for him? Well, no matter, I suppose. Take it.
What?
Just like that.
Well, it's hardly worth much in the first place. The only reason I've not returned it yet is because he broke his promise to me.
How's that?
I promised to lend him money as long as he entertained me, but this man... You know what? I want to hate him because he's pompous noble and he's insufferable and he likes to watch people fight. But he just wants to be entertained. And I, a fool, just want to entertain. And him and I very well may be able to work something out that is beneficial for the both of us. But as of late, he's become a thoroughly boring man. But enough of that. Come now, tell me a story to excite my very soul. No thrills, no deed. Tell him all about the Forsaken Tower. I say, I've certainly heard the name Orgus, but a monster that walks like a man. Truly fascinating. He's a big boy. You know what? Why don't we take the Pompous Noble to meet the Orgus? I promise to protect him. This isn't a scheme to, like, get him harmed. I just, like, want him to see the world. Yes, a thrilling tale well told. I applaud you, young sir. Thus have you saved me from the boredom. As promised, here's your deed. Do take it. He's a bad man.
Thing indeed.
And he's only being nice today because, like, he's getting what he wants from me. But he's being kind of nice today, and I'm, like, a little bit, like, less full of hate than I should be. Sending an elder candidate to negotiate for him. The very idea. I suppose he's still capable of piquing my interest after all.
Sounds like you've known him a while.
I simply loaned him the money he needed to establish his business. He'd built his way up from having absolutely nothing, so I had high expectations, but... He sold the tavern just as the money started rolling in. A fool! Didn't hesitate for a second, told me there was no sport in it if he won without trying.
Wait, so he sold it? So he's not even in charge of the Night Prowler anymore? He made it sound like he was still running the place. I feel like he fast-talked us into this.
Regardless, this was surprisingly fun, young candidate. You're an interesting fellow, the kind I wouldn't mind throwing my support behind. Is he a bad man? Yes. Is he my friend? Well, yeah. When it's convenient for me.
All right.
Well, I guess we ended up with another supporter somehow. Anyway, we better get back to Night Prowler.
Anything else to say? What a sublime... Ooh, I'm messing up my words today. Forgive me if I'm stuttering. Like I said, it's 8:30, which isn't that early. I've been up for a minute, but I'm just now getting my, like, energy drink and smoothie and self together. I'm still in my, like, big, nasty Game Boy hoodie. So we're kind of chilling this morning. Let me move a little slow. That last video, I had a lot of fun, had a lot of energy. We might reach those peaks today, but we may as well, just as well, fall into a nice, calm hole, okay? Sometimes I'm just a nice, calm hole. Oh, I'm hanging out with Gabe on Sunday. Today's Saturday. Oh, that's tomorrow. Gotta sort that out. What a sublime place the Colosseum is, full of hot-blooded fighters hungry for victory, and I suspect your own future endeavors will be just as compelling. We were told that there were, like, rewards here for partaking. What would that consist of? Welcome to the Colosseum. Sorry, but with awful weather... Oh, yeah. It's raining. Normally we hold the ranked league here. If you win in a fight against a strong opponent, you'll get a valuable item as a reward, but... Again, the weather. We can't do it in the weather. What's the reward? I want to know if it's worth it for me. But also, like, what if I get my ass absolutely handed to me? Well, that didn't take up any of our time. What would you guys like to do today? Give him hell, kid. Thanks, bud.
Isn't that...
When you don't know what to do. Do my eyes look tired? I keep looking at myself in the little preview and I'm like, I look like this. Okay. Hulkenberg Stroll. We're going to hang out with whoever we have the lowest rank with that's available. So far it's Hulkenberg with the 3. Oh, but Maria. Can we not hang out with Hulkenberg at night? I'm actually going to hang out with Maria and then Hulkenberg into the nighttime, if possible.
Mister?
Get ready for some sad shit. It is always some sad shit with Maria. Man, you know what? Maybe having chia seeds and protein powder while I'm recording in a smoothie isn't ideal. My throat is getting snotty as can be.
Lovely. Mister?
The fuck? Yes. Is Mr. Norris oh, she's gonna meet Norris. Actually, get ready. This is gonna be fun. There will be nary a sadness when she meets Norris. There's no way Norris is her biological father, right? Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
Is Mr. Norris there? Do you think he can help me make a sign?
Let's go ask him.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart's already beating real fast. I'm a little nervous.
A present, you say?
And no cheap trinket either, but one that requires my assistance to create.
Can you help? We need the best, so we came to you. Color me intrigued. You've piqued my interest, so I must oblige.
Really?
You really mean it?
This design? I believe it's your work, isn't it, young miss?
I'm thus inspired. Such lively line work and vibrant colors, a truly innovative schematic.
Genius!
My girl, you're quite the budding artisan, are you not? This sign is sure to brighten up even the gloomiest avenues and the grayest boulevards.
Thank you very much.
Ah, yes, I know I've got a fine cut of wood around here that was designed for the purpose.
It should be crafted in a way that repels both rain and ravenous bugs alike, yes.
Amazing.
Wow, Mr. Norris is really helping us. I can't believe it.
He's a great guy. He's just a great guy.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now that Mr. Norris is helping, I hope it makes Miss Fabian happy. I didn't ask her before we started making it. I hope it won't be about...
Maria. Life has not been nice enough to her. Why is she so trepidatious?
Oh,
Young lady. The sign is now ready to astound the people of the city. It should be installed at the optimal angle, so I will need to handle that myself, certainly. To the honeybee.
Let's go.
Hurry, mister, let's go.
now then.
I'll install the sign now, so step back and leave me space to work.
Wow.
Wow, it's so sparkly.
An astute observation, little miss, but there's more to this work than good looks. She's built to last as well. I've outdone myself once again, and I'm sure you'll all agree.
Maria.
Maria, have you returned home?
Those green leggings get me every time. They're just so bold in such a gray city and such a, you know, like a muted outfit, and then these bright, like forest green leggings.
Look, Miss Fabian, I asked Mr. Nurse to make this for you. You said the last sign was too old, so do you like the one we made instead?
Maria designed it.
Right.
Herself. There is something so embarrassing about sipping a straw in front of a camera. I'm going to start sipping this over here. A grown adult man sucking in my face a sip out of a straw on the internet. I don't think so. No more. You've had enough of that. Oh, Maria, you did this for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course, I absolutely adore it.
Oh, good.
I'm so glad.
Wonderful.
It's a truly wonderful sign and so well built too. It's the perfect way for the inn to greet new guests.
Oh, we made that. Wow. That is quite nice. Also the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What do you call six-sided? Is that a hexagon?
What do we call those honeycomb shapes? Those are nice. Those are beautiful.
Just look at all these smiling faces. If he could see you now, why, he might even shed a tear.
Huh?
Oh no, Miss Fabian, are you crying? Pay it no mind, dear. The sunlight is so bright, my eyes are still adjusting.
You all.
Now then, how about a feast? On the house, of course, to thank you all for this. You'll come in and eat, won't you?
Oh.
Oh, of course, of course. It would be quite rude to turn down free drink, would it not?
Oh, good.
I asked earlier about Nurse potentially being her father, which was crazy of me to ask. Just because he's an Ishki, and I was like, wouldn't that be a fun twist? But we don't need that twist right now. She loves it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it made her cry. Do you think Papa would cry too? Do people cry even when they're happy? You're right. Miss Fabian was really happy, huh? Am I just like, oh, just like Papa now? Yeah. You didn't outdo him. You did a great job. Oh, my brother's coming over today at noon. What time is it? Like 8:30? 8:41. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm bothering you with my real life admin.
Oh, yay.
Do you think that makes Papa happy too?
You know.
You know, when you gave me pictures of your journey, I'm always surprised. I've never seen anywhere else except for this place in the sky. But your pictures always teach me about so many places on the outside. It makes me really happy and excited to look at them. I want everybody else to have fun too. I want to give that feeling to a lot of people.
By the way.
There's so many people around here that are always crying or getting upset. Everyone's sad and troubled and lonely. I got down on her level. Both grown-ups and kids. Everyone is suffering just like I was.
I'll do my best.
But I'm okay now, so I want to make things okay for everybody else too.
I can sense Maria's kind determination and the strong trust that she has placed in me. Rank 6 is crazy. We're finishing that up. Healer's got 3 slots now. Do I ever use a healer? No. Should I? Probably.
I want to make sure that boy's feeling okay too. Oh, I remember the boy we found in the street.
Maria!
Maria, could you come here and help me serve the food? Let's go. I can't wait to eat.
After sharing a delicious meal with Maria and the others, I went back with Norris, who was in a chipper mood. Norris, don't you fall in love with Fabienne. Don't you have a little crushy-wushy on Fabienne? Okay. I had a fear that he was going to talk to me. Okay. Now, what do we want to do with our night? We were going to check on Hulkenberg, see if she could hang out during the night time. Brigitta's up and out. Heisme, Hulkenberg is not. Okay, let's hang out with Brigitta, who, if you'll remember, her dog got kidnapped. And maybe murdered. She's acting like it got murdered. I didn't know that we knew that. Brigitta sets out for revenge on the extremist village, but finds them with no ill intent. Little Eugif they were. Her suspicions fall on her handlers at the church. I hate to see her upset, but I love to see a bitch turn on the church. See what's going on over there. Who's this man? Who are you? I don't know, I'm shouting, sorry. Oh, he's got those marks. He's that one race that I'm racist towards. He's kind of pretty, though. Usually they're ugly. I'm a racist. What are they called? What is that, like... I want to check something. Never mind, never mind. Actually, no, I don't. What's that race called? The people with all the marks on their faces. Like, what is Forden? Other than a problem. An Elden kid. You one of Lady Brigitta's contacts, then? I am. I've been assigned to stand guard here. She told me not to let anyone but an Elden kid through. I'm the only one, seemingly. And you're Elden, sure as anything. No reason to turn you away, so come on in, I suppose. Who's this guy? Wait a minute. Brigitta has marks on her face. Is she part of the people I'm racist towards? They usually have very light skin. It's hard to be racist when you don't have a good eye for what race somebody is. It's tough out here. I didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers.
Everyone!
The anti-igniter terrorist hideout has been burned to the ground. Local village affront. For criminal fiends torched things to renowned igniter merchant Lady Brigitte Lacaillon.
At this time!
Those fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our capital, Grand Trad, once its people were unarmed.
Hear ye! Hear
However, they have been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigitte, 3 cheers for magic igniters. Now, I get why she did what she did. With that said, the people that fear that magic igniters are bad to then get murdered by magic igniters, is that not just going to further, dare I say, ignite their like-minded fellow who think the same? Is that not just proof of exactly their fear? Have we not solidified their fear and therefore solidified their opposition to us? I don't know. There you have it. Burnt to the ground.
What?
What do you mean burnt to the ground? It's as the crier says, that entire village went up in a sea of fire. The village of Ujif that we ran into? I didn't do anything. But the people I met then at the village, they're dead now. This is terrible!
Those people.
They were no anti-igniter group. It was the Sanctus Church, or rather those who perform its dirty work. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against the violence around them. They are creating propaganda and murdering Ujif, and so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. And by taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though he stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible.
You get it.
In short, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total, unquestioning obedience. And what will you do? Killing some churchmen won't change anything, not when the whole institution's rotten. How do we take down the entire fiber of, society as it stands? This world is a horrific place, defined by inequality and intolerance, and the ones who shape it are the wealthy few who sit atop it, in other words, the church.
In those days.
I have friends of my own. I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even through all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak their wealth and their lives.
I remember holding their cold bodies in my arms. That's when I decided from then on, I'd be the one doing the taking. If the weak always die, if they'll lose everything, then I'd become strong. I'd be the one that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope, and now I've clawed my way here, made myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, even once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends. How far must... Oh, this is tough. We met her, and she still is one of the strongest bitches I've seen in this game. So to see her in a moment like this where she falls to her knees is like, things aren't going well. How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure that they can no longer tear things from my grasp? It'll be your head next, so I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be. They can't hurt me.
It'll be fine.
They can't hurt me. I can protect myself, so you don't have to.
Shut up!
With all that you have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light in this world? Why won't you let me give up? Because I love you, and also optimism burns in me like the eternal Olympic flame. Does the Olympic flame go out? What's the truth with that? I don't know shit about nothing. Significantly reduces the cost of studying the merchant lineage. Merchant markdown significantly improves the exchange rate at the Magma Exchange. Yep, this bitch is getting me deals left and right. I'm still stuttering over my words. You guys don't know, maybe you noticed a cut in the video. Like 15 minutes into this video, stopped recording. I went and finished my smoothie off camera, sat, relaxed, and was like, let's get it together. I'm stuttering and I'm stressed. And I came back and I'm still stuttering over my words, but I'm not as stressed and I'm not... I don't know. Slater, when you think of this world you want to create, what do you imagine there? Hope.
Right.
It sounds a country too bright for me. I wish I could have a heart like yours, strong and beautiful. I calmed Brigitte down and waited until she fell asleep before I left the room. We're kind of in love a little bit, aren't we, huh? Love looks a lot of different ways.
And the age of a new king draws.
But waiting for somebody to fall asleep before you leave, that's love to me. Or it's escaping your kidnapper. One of two things. Sometimes you love your kidnapper. Whoa. Things get tough. The mind is weird. Raining once again. My hat feels crooked. Give me a second here. I gotta fix my hat. I hear a voice.
Can it be?
How did it come to this? Barton comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. I think I will. I like to know what's going on over there in Martira. And that gives me something to do with my day. Poor Hulkenberg. I keep meaning to hang out with her, but has that not been the story of us this entire game? It's like, let's go hang out with Hulkenberg. Anything else involving a man comes up and I'm like, oh, hey, sorry, Hulkenberg. I'm a bad friend. Because I really, truly will just drop everything with Hulkenberg for a man. But like, this isn't just any man. This is my husband back home who sends me things, with whom I'm going to have 2 kids, a cabin, and hot dinner on a plate on a table. How did it come to this? What's going on, Barton?
You've come.
Ah, you're here. Glad you're well. I'll be frank with you. There's been an incident. Thankfully nobody died, but they surely could have. And I know the crafty fellow who did it. It's that man! The sanctist man! He wouldn't confess even if we backed him into a corner. So I'm thinking of striking a deal with him. But you know, the thing is, I'm not very skilled at negotiating. I think I'm a level 3 eloquence. Because I am. Because I stay yelling at people in the town square. Be myself, you say? And what, just face the problem head on? Like there's nothing to be afraid of. Just be honest to a fault? It certainly seems far better than working out some plan. I can only be myself after all. Got to play the hand I was dealt. Many thanks to you, Slater. Won't you come with me? Yeah. Anywhere.
Thank you truly.
I thank you for being here. I've made up my mind now. Come on.
Listen to me.
This is precarious. He could so easily fall into the fountain. That's just like, how embarrassing. Listen, all of you. Someone here set fire to the administration building. We managed to put it out before anyone got hurt, but this is treason.
Hear me?
The traitor should come forward immediately. Do you want to become a governor so badly that you would go this far, Sir Gastro?
What?
Surely you don't mean to say I'm the one behind this.
I know who it was.
Oh, I'm done listening to you and all your denials. Take 'em away. Sirs, isn't it obvious the fire is Barden's own plot?
Just so.
Yes, Barden, your own position is safe if you have a scapegoat. How uncharacteristically intelligent. Y'all are the worst of you.
What did you say?
What are you saying now?
Listen to me.
This was a conniving plan from the Sanctists. That's crazy. Not crazy that they do it, just like crazy, like, man, they really came up with quite the little plan here. We're going to do this, he's going to blame us, then we're going to blame him. That's thinking ahead so many more steps than me and Barden could put together. Apple does this thing with their new chips, like the ARM chips they make, like the M2, the M2 Ultra. The Ultras sometimes are just like two regular M2s like glued together. Tech people, don't yell at me. I know it's more complicated than that, but it's about that. Like, you could glue me and Barden together like that, and we still would not be able to think that many steps ahead. And that's no offense to Barden, because he's perfect. But just, like, we're out here, like, a little bit dimmer than the evil Sanctists. Like, am I racist toward them? Yes. Are they smarter than me? Yes. My fellow townspeople, will you go on never questioning this man? Look what's happened to your town under his rule.
Seriously.
Guards are treating you like prisoners, spying on you. Oi. Reporting on you. Is this place your town or theirs?
Do this.
Furthermore, is this man in any way fit to govern? I propose we hold a vote and decide once and for all.
Huh?
Vote? Is that where we decide who's governor?
No, I see.
Such a thing can't possibly be done with integrity. I won't allow it. Ooh, that looks bad on Barden's part.
Oi!
Oh, yes, you will. The people should decide, just like with the king. Well, that fellow is certainly all for it, even though I assume you hate the idea. For myself, I think a vote will speak volumes. It will reveal to all here that you are the dangerous one, not I. Shut up, you conniving cur. Stay calm, Barden.
Wait.
What?
Aye, I hear ye.
I haven't a choice.
Fine. However, anyone who cheats will have the hell slapped into them.
Am I
Slapped? No offense, if somebody is cheating an election, they get more than a slap. You all understand that. I'm keeping a watchful eye. Don't forget it. You seem like a totalitarian, authoritarian leader when you talk like this, Barden. And you're not. But you're falling right into the picture. You are so fine, so beautiful. I take it back when I said that we kind of look alike. We don't. I don't have cheekbones like that. I don't. I have big fat cheeks. You're so cool.
You're a great help indeed.
I thank you. Nearly forgot myself back there. I must say, everyone seems so frightened of me, even the wee ones. They're even more scared than when I thought I was than when they thought I was a phantasm. God, the way they look at me.
Got to say,
Hey Slater, tell me true, have I erred when it comes to my methods? I don't know for sure. I don't see a lot of it. But if the people do seem frustrated with the intense security, So I am leaning toward yes. You very well may have.
But then,
But whatever should I have done instead? I mean, I thought they'd understand my reason soon enough. I wasn't monitoring them out of contempt. I'll tell you something. I've no choice but to hope they'll come round. My duty is to protect the Weons from rampant villainy. You can hope, but you can't just hope. He said, I have no choice but to just hope. We have to do more than hope. We also have to pray, hoping and praying. Hoping with him. What is that song? Heavy with hoping. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's think of another strategy.
Well then,
Your sincerity is always touching. Thank you much for being so thoughtful despite having your own business to contend with. I hope I can always count on you for the best of advice.
still though.
The vote will be held soon by the looks of things. I can't lose. I must protect the town. I say this as your comrade as well. If he was going up against anybody but the Sanctus, I'd be like, if they don't vote for you, then just trust that it's good for the people. Because Barden, deep down, I know he just wants the people well and safe. He just doesn't know if he can trust them to vote for the correct person for that. I don't know. Things are not going great in Martira.
I wish I had better tidings.
But also we're establishing democracy, and if you're a fan of democracy, like, you know, things are going well-ish. Like, so long as we can establish democracy and not have the Sanctus come in and immediately poison that democracy and have it just be like a farce of democracy, that'd be great. Improves the chances of escaping from squad battle. I don't run much from battle because in what game is it? In Shin Megami Tensei, they give you a percentage. Like, here's the percent chance you're going to get away from this. In Persona, it doesn't throw away all your turns to try to run. In this game, trying to run is quite a brutal endeavor should it not go your way. And you don't have any gauge of how well it's going to go your way other than, like, thinking, like, oh, I'm a higher level than them. So I really don't be trying to run in this game. Worry not. I became governor by forever striving to fulfill everyone's expectations. And that's how it should be. Parted with Barden, who had a grim look on his face. I should stay the night in Martira. We could have a couple drinks and, like, suck each other's nipples and, like, pretend all is well, but for one night. Only for a night. I hear a voice. Alonzo! Oh, it is just tragedy after tragedy with my friends, isn't it? Oi. Okay, this game's a lot like real life, isn't it? Let's go hang out with Alonzo. He lost his mother right in front of us. Not only did he lose his mother, he lost to the man he was like... He lost to his mark, which is like... What is it? It is like blank. It is... just so unexpected and devastating in that, I'm sure. I mentioned earlier in this video my brother's coming over today around noon. It is currently 9:50 for me. And I was like, if the roads are clear, come on over tomorrow, right? Because I said that yesterday. And he's like, fuck yeah. He texted me this morning and said, roads are clear on my side. I said, good. On my side, they're crazy. But he lives on, like, the more, like, urban part of town. I live more where, like, people, like, are boring and old and raised kids. So they don't really be coming out here with the shovels. Alonzo. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone. I can't do that. With my overflowing tolerance, I conveyed my willingness to take on the sorrows and regret. They call it tolerance. It seems like it's just empathy. It seems like we wield this tolerance as empathy. But what is empathy but tolerance? Well, tolerance is built upon empathy. Empathy is not built on tolerance. Tolerance is built upon empathy. Empathy is the foundation of tolerance, isn't it? What do the gay people say? Clock that. Clock it. Well, if anyone is going to pester me, I'm glad it's you.
I'm sorry.
Could you spare me a bit of time? Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Thank you, truly.
I did some more digging on the landowner who burned down my village. And when I thought I'd hit the bottom, I found more behind him that I hadn't unearthed before. In the end, he's nothing more than a pawn for someone else. Aren't we all, if you think about it? I thought I had the upper hand, shadowing him and those he associates with. But they'd been looking into me as well. They untangled the web of lies that is Cuculus and struck first. What a fool I've been. My village, my mother, they're all gone. I've lost everything.
Yo, this is hot tea. Like, you are the game you play. But also I love you and I have empathy, which is what? The foundation of what? Tolerance. We're learning lessons today. You have to be strong, my love. Be strong. Because you are strong. Queen, king?
I just wanted to save my hometown. His taxes were extortion, and he siphoned the village's trade profits away for himself. My once peaceful village was trampled by poverty and the ills that accompany it. He caused only torment for them, so I struck back. I thought I could fix things for them, that my mother would be happy. But I got too caught up with my heroics and underestimated him. He couldn't have burned down the village on his own.
Damn it all.
Even if the village was rid of the landowner, someone else is backing him, an even more powerful enemy who'd be left unscathed. I endangered everyone's lives because I didn't realize that. And it was my mother. Ooh. Seppuku. Oh no. And it was my mother, my own mother, who paid the price. Die, they say. In all my waking hours, in all my dreams, I hear the villagers demanding my death. I only began this endeavor to free them, to give them their joy back. So if my death is what will give them that now, I have to. I would love to make this about me and be like, oh, what about our friendship? But it's not about me. And as much as I love attention, I also love not seeing people die right in front of my eyes. So we're going to avoid that one. Your mother wouldn't want this.
No.
You know what? And some games are like this. If I played different types of games, I could get what I'm about to ask for. The decisions in these games really don't be... Like, I could say all these things, it's not changing the output. Like, I would love a game where if I said the wrong thing, he... And I really weigh my choices as if that's a possibility when I play these games, because I really just, like, want to pick the option that represents how I feel in my little heart. Ooh, but it would be so crazy. But yo, I would be gagged. I would be so upset. I would go to bed feeling guilty because I'd say the wrong thing. A man would slice his neck and I'd be like, I killed him, so. Was it your mother's wish for you to die? Mother's. She literally told you to live. Mother wanted me to live. But what's the point in living when all I have are my sins?
Please.
Why? Why do you not blame me?
You have blame, but it's not all you have. You also have possibility. You also have potential. You also have... I don't know. Make amends by living.
That's...
Because living's the only way to atone for those sins. Live to atone, not by dying. I wonder if there's anything I can still do.
There is. I don't know what. We're gonna have to sort that out. It's hard. It's hard being an alien, being a human. I get it, brother.
I don't think there is. But just because you believe in me, I think I can go on living just a little longer.
Good, now get it together, brother.
I can sense the tremendous trust Alonso has placed in me by sharing his darkest thoughts.
He put a knife to his own neck here in front of me, right in the middle of Brylehaven.
right.
Nobody cared. City slickers. All they do is vape and have no empathy. And if you don't have empathy, you can't have what? Tolerance, because empathy is what? The foundation for tolerance. That tolerance is built upon. Oh, I'm standing by that. I came up with that today, and we're unlocking little philosophical
nuggets, okay? Discounts the prices at magic shops in all cities. I don't know what a magic shop is. Increases the monetary reward for completing requests. That's great. Big. You know what? I don't really need to be doing quests for money, though. If last time I checked, I had 500,000 reeve. I think I spent a lot of it, though. Don't I only have like 400,000 now? We'll have to check later. I've not the slightest clue what to do next. I'm not a good person. Not like how my mother was. And I don't have some special power like you do. Like you do. You were right. Whoa. It would have been rather hasty of me to end my life here and now. Thank you, Slater. I finally realized that as long as I have you, the world is mine to fool. Do visit again. I'll set the stage. I have some fun tricks in store for you. I don't know what Alonso's scheming this time, but at least it seems he's regained... That's what I'm saying. He's got it back together. I want to see him back being a conniving trickster fool. And here he is.
Good night.
Alonso waved nonchalantly as we parted, and I returned to the inn. Every single person I hang out with, I'm like, man, I'm loving their story. Their story is my favorite. And then I hang out with the next person, I'm like, ooh, I'm loving this story. They're all tragedies, though. Also, it's a tough time for Ujif. The one Ujif village doesn't trust Heisme, which sucks for them to not have trust in their hearts, and it sucks for him to not be trusted. They're all Ujif. A Ujif village of innocent Ujif who were so kind and just living their little tiny lives out in the middle of nowhere were killed for, like, political propaganda by the Sanctists, and then blamed on a woman who, like, has lost everything in her life. And just... I'm watching the strongest people I know break. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just supposed to be here 18 and pretty. I need to age a few years, and I need to do it quick. I need to be a tenured man so I can fix these people with a swiftness. There's no scotch on the sidewalk for you to hop. What are you hopping? I'm lashing out at children. Sorry. What do you want to do? Lovely. When do we get to meet some people with some Australian accents? One thing about this game in Xenoblade to me is we've just met a whole range of, like, what would I call them? Accents of people that have been colonized by the Queen, but who hasn't been? You know what I'm talking about? Like a whole bunch of, like, what do you call accents of white people? Like, there have been so many white people accents in this game, just like in Xenoblade Chronicles. And it's been fun, but in Xenoblade I had some New Zealanders, I had some Australians. I'm not getting any of those in this game so far. And I'm feeling like my people, I'm not Australian or New Zealand, are not being represented. Also, somebody clean him up. What do you want to do? We should hang out with Hulkenberg. I have written her so many rain checks, and it has been raining so much. Let's go ahead and check my supporters and hang out with Hulkenberg should she be available. And she is. You don't really need to do any shopping. I've bought all the things. Well, nighttime. At nighttime, remind me to go to the magic store back in Grand Trad. It's only open at night.
Now then.
It would please me to continue our training. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Let's go. And my brother's gonna come over. We're gonna play Animal Crossing. Because I can't go online in Animal Crossing because my hack switch... I have 2 hack switches and 1 non-hack switch, right? Yes. My hack switch got banned. And that's what I play Animal Crossing on. So I said, you better come locally if you want to come play Animal Crossing with me. And then we're going to play some Mario Party. That new Mario Party, the newest one. That, you know what? They made 3 Mario Parties for Switch. The first one was fine. Underwhelming. Not stand out. But it, like, you wouldn't play it and have a bad time. You'd just be like, you wouldn't pick it up often. The second one, great. I thought, great note to end on. I'm getting texts. And then the third one, the last one. Whoa, that one stood out as great, as fun. What a treat, what a dream. So much to do in it. We're going to do that. He's bringing me back my Xbox Series S. I let him use that. And I said,
keep it. He said, I'm done. I'm not playing it anymore. He played a whole bunch of Grand Theft Auto and Flight Simulator. He's done for now. And I'm either going to put it in my room, or I saw it's worth $200 if I just trade it into a GameStop. And some of y'all are going to be like, sell it online, you'll make more. The convenience, brother. I'm a GameStop Pro member. I get decent trade-in value. I'm just going to take it there, half 200, keep that on my account until Switch 2 comes out, and put that toward my Switch 2 and just smile. Smile and wave, boys. Hulkenberg, let me check my text. Sorry I'm bothering you guys with so much nonsense today. Hey, Ronald, this is Brightspeed. Please reply keep to confirm your appointment on Tuesday, January 14th. Yeah, my internet... Ooh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started about how the internet setup went. I'm not actually mad, just... Oh, how interesting. A tavern where you can catch your own fish. I don't care. I'm meant to talk this Hulkenberg. What ought we do today? Whatever the specifics twould be prudent to us. Yeesh, let me slow down. You know, despite Stroll's little outburst the other day, he's been quite diligent in his training since later. You can't fall behind now.
Speaking of,
Yo, let me play the game. Let me play the game before I go into another thing that's not related to the game. Ah, but as I recall, our practice swords were broken. Shall we go and buy new ones at the capital's weapon shop? It would be a simple thing to teleport there, yes? I ate too many gummy bears last night. I was laying, not even in bed. I was laying on this, which is like, it's a bed, but it's not like my bed. My bed's in my bedroom in another room, right? I was laying there playing Animal Crossing, Happy Home Paradise, boom, boom, boom. Watching video, there's TV right here, watching video on there. Eating gummy bears, jelly beans, because I'm what? A fun faggot Christmas boy. And those are gifts from my father, these treats. And I was chewing, enjoying myself. A wild sleepiness came about me, washed over me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to fall asleep right here. I do that some nights. I'm going to go to bed right here. So I dim the lights and I start going to bed, and I had just eaten so many gummy bears. So I was like, my body was like, I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't heartburn, but it was like heartburn adjacent. It just didn't feel good. I'm glad we found some sturdier sparring swords. Hopefully they shall win me some measure of redemption for the other day, huh?
Listen!
On the authority of the knight's order, your crime shall be repaid with death. The Parapuss are executing probably their own kind. That voice. Oi, Rodanth! Don't like that man. That voice, is that Rodanth? You remember, he's my former comrade that we met before. He's that race. He's kind of hot, though. He looks so sturdy. I like a man that looks sturdy. I like a man that looks anything. You can be a waif and be hot. You can be sturdy and be hot. There's a lot of ways to be hot. It's crazy. It's sick. My boners cannot be controlled.
Wait!
Life's too good. Life is too good, if you think about it. Hold. Well, if it isn't Hulkenberg, I asked you not to interrupt my duties. This is your duty? What knight commander presides over executions?
Speak no more.
It is only right. Those who would do this nation harm shall be punished. What's he accused of?
So then,
What has he done? Treason. This fool, a petty officer of the military police, slandered the honor of the Royal Knights. And how so did he do that? Honor? What honor? The Royal Knights of today are honorless. He stands by it, period. You have forgotten any oath to the throne. Now you're just dogs barking on command. You insolent. Bring me a whip. Hanging is not enough. You cannot be serious. This insolence is why you have him killed. This, after all, the trifling sinners you sent to the gallows. Righteous fury rings false from a hypocrite's mouth. Ooh, righteous fury rings false from a hypocrite's mouth. Bad guys have such a way with like one-liners. They got talent for it. Now die, dishonorer. Writhe like the maggot you are.
Heed my words.
Have y'all seen Dancer in the Dark, the movie? Ooh. Treason's only reward is death. Therein lies atonement, whether for the knights or the people. They could kill me for any reason they liked. Rodanth. This is beyond outrageous. You've authorized nothing less than public butchery.
Maintaining the capital's order is the knight's duty. 'Tis only natural that we punish those who spread lies.
You...
Have you sold your soul to the Sanctists? Were you blinded by the prospects you'd win by their coronation? It hardly matters who takes the throne, so long as the royal knights still stand to flank it.
You don't care what you stand for, you just care that you stand? You don't care what your power protects so long as your power is maintained? You're moralless.
This, you see, is the role of one who has risen to the post of Knight Commander. One's burdens are different from those of the freewheeling and the frivolous like yourself.
you cur.
You hate to see a free bitch. You infinite coward. You poisoned toad. Is this the shape of your so-called loyalty?
Whoops.
Bold words. One would almost think that you and your friends think the hangman's noose yourselves.
I dare you to try to wrap that shit around my neck. Try it, bitch. Try it.
What?
Slater, no. If something happened to you,
Oh, nothing would. I could get myself in real trouble with this mouth.
I see your whelp hasn't learned to hold his tongue. Pity stays my hand today, but there will not be a next time, Hulkenberg.
Tis wrong.
Power is not a tool to torment and kill the innocent. It is meant to guide the weak and vulnerable, that each and every one of us might live together in a better country.
Apologies.
Slater, I apologize. I forced you into my troubles again.
He's the bad guy.
Listen.
For now. Bad guys have a way of redeeming themselves to me. Because everybody, if you really look into it, everybody's understandable. Not excusable, but understandable. And to understand somebody is to empathize with them. And empathy is what? Period. All the same, I'm glad you were here with me. Who knows what would have happened had I been alone? Somewhere in my heart, I'd expected he might still understand me. I would count such blind faith among my weaknesses. Should it ever be me who strays from the path of virtue, I only ask that you remind me of my purpose, under any circumstance. Can I entrust this to you?
You have given me
Oh.
such strength.
Are we kind of deep into the game? All of our skill trees are getting quite high up there. I don't know. How long is this game? I don't want it to end. I'm loving everybody. I love it. Increase the skill inheritance slots for the knight lineage to 2. Glad to have it. Those skills you can inherit are really how I build my team.
I'm partly to blame for Rodan's brutality. No, the day has already left me exhausted. We'll speak more of this some other time, away from prying ears.
It's not a trip to Grand Trad without one to kick somebody in the teeth.
The man behind Hulkenberg. I feel like I've seen him before.
Is that the man with the pink hair and the pink chin strap?
I think it is.
I very much have seen him before. I've seen him everywhere.
I need to text my brother back. I need to text my brother back. Yeah,
What do y'all want to do tonight? I ain't got nary a whisper in my ear of,
oh, I'd like to hang out with them, so. Oh, there's nobody available.
okay. What does the silver hand mean? Besides somebody. Like, what does that mean? Ah. It means that there is further to go with that person, but I haven't these stats to do it, it seems. We've not been focusing on our stats, on our royal virtues. Okay, so she wants courage from me. He wants more diverse. It just means that they want something from me. I don't know. I can't overthink these things. Ismay, what would you like from me?
The truth is,
Oh, shit. Sorry. I didn't mean to select this. I'll talk to him. See what happens. Okay, so he's just not ready. Seems like courage is what I want. Let's go focus on courage. Where do we get courage? What does it look like in the Royal Virtue screen? Stop it.
Courage is the sword. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the map.
Right then.
Courage is the sword. Who wants to teach us about courage? Seemingly nobody. Oh, I have a request to turn in at the
Let's
night
head the
prowler.
right
Let's
way.
go ahead and do that. Got you your deed, you lying snake. I'm so sorry. Ever since I started drinking out of this water bottle and putting ice in it, I know y'all can hear that every time I drink. I'm sure it's insufferable on the mic. But so am I, and you're here for that, so. Yes, that's my deed, without a doubt. May I have it? I'm not handing it over until you explain something to me, you handsome hooded man. Ah, so you have your own schemes for it, do you? But you do want this enticing reward I've prepared, do you not? And then it would be in your best interest to hand the deed over? Fine. I'll give it to you. Alright. I saw this post the other day. It was like, man, I miss Wendy Williams because I know she'd be commenting like this. Set the scene. Okay, show the picture of the healthcare. What, God, I fucked it up already. What was he? CEO? I said, so it'd be her saying, okay, show the picture of the healthcare CEO. Now, so show the picture of the shooter. How you doing? You know, and I thought that was so funny. So whoever wrote that, sorry I butchered it on my video right now. Ah, my most treasured friend. Thank you so much.
Hang on.
Hey, by the way, I heard you don't have anything to do with the Night Prowler anymore. You were talking about it like you ran the place. I did tell you I was the place's founder, yes, not its proprietor. I certainly didn't mean to misrepresent myself. The curse of a naturally silver tongue. I was literally about to call him a silver tongue too, period. This game loves to say silver tongue. I suppose. My friend Joey Nicole Sephiroth. His Twitter username like a decade ago. Maybe it still is, I don't know. Joey, are you on Twitter? He used to be Joseph Silvertongue. And now the reward I promised you. I've been hearing nothing but good things about you lately. I'd say your efforts are worth a little extra reward. Just use it well,
Mission accomplished.
I delivered the deed and received a reward. Okay, decent money and a chef's toque? Like a hat, I suppose?
Thank
Oh,
you.
we only have 320,000, man. I really spent some money. I'm glad I asked you to fulfill my request. There really is nothing like having reliable friends. Don't call me a friend just yet.
Oh, come on.
I keep telling you, we're not friends. Quit trying to be all slick. Don't you regret it? Business is booming now. If you'd kept it, you'd be sitting on a pretty pile of cash. And for what? To doom myself to a life of boredom and lethargy like any other slug of a noble? You know what? Actually, he is my friend. He gets it. I like him. No, life's too short for that, my friend. Better to find new challenges in life than waste my years basking like a robin. God, I'm insufferable. And what better challenge than to help a dear loyal friend become our next king? Thank you for your support, friend. Think nothing of it. Thank me when we've actually put your Elden rear in the Clamar seat, eh? Ah, you hate the Clamar. Now that's a challenge. I'll be rooting for you. If you ask me, this guy and the nobles aren't that different. They're always chasing after something exciting and new. So is to be alive, Gallica. Well, seems like both of them have taken a liking to us anyway. Can't complain. Overfamiliar man, he's fun.
That'll be just fine.
Now, what to do with my knight? Courage. I was focusing on courage.
All right then.
So back to looking at the map, seeing if I can find somebody that is willing to work with me to get my courage up. But apparently, Brawlhaven is a seaport town of spineless jellyfish. Because nary a person here seems to be able to work with me in regards to my courage.
Where to?
Now, you know where people are not spineless jellyfish, Martyr? People here are strong. So right there in Thoroughfare Square, I see somebody. I want to go talk. I want to go preach at the podium. But eloquence is not something I'm starving for at the moment. Courage is. Dare I become a spineless jellyfish myself? What's good? My I know you saved this city, but I won't turn my back on an order from the city itself. I do feel sorry about it, but still, I can't let you out of my sight. Oh, I forgot security here is going crazy. How's everybody doing? Yippee. Oh, a Mustari. I want to hang out the Mustari. But I can't. I must focus on courage.
What in the blazes?
Now, even a protagonist wouldn't survive that drop. Alright. I'm sure this is going to be how I work on my courage, is jumping off of here. Let's see. Spirited Youth. You know what that platform over there is, mate? It's a mirror that shows you what you're made of. Times like these, you need courage where it counts. Only thing for it is to jump headlong into this canyon. With a rope, of course. Oh my, just a rope? Nary even a bungee cord? You're free to take the challenge if you want, but you'd fare much better if you had some courage, though I suppose there's no harm in trying. Isn't there? To take the plunge, you must first believe in yourself. Do you believe? You will return a braver man indeed. Come now, test that strength of your will. If I jump from this height, I bet it'll raise my courage. Am I not just gonna die? Rope fee's only 250 reeve. I'll take the plunge.
Good, good.
Hi, that's the spirit, but you think you'll have that spirit after coming eye to eye with the bottom of the valley. It's not looking... wait a minute, this rope?
No way.
This rope, the leverage of it, I'm just gonna like fall and smack against the side of the cliff. So let me get this straight. You're paying him to jump from here. You know what? Sure. You've survived dumber things. Have I? This might be the dumbest thing so far. Good luck. Alright, said your prayers? Well then, forward march. Ooh, POV, you're walking the plank. POV, you're gonna die. Oh wait, that wasn't so bad. Wow, impressive. You put on quite a show, so here's a little something for making my day. Go on, take it. Foreign coin. How much does that sell for? Because I only paid $4.50 or whatever to get up in here. Jumping from such heights has certainly increased my courage.
All right.
Fearless, I'm fearless. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, I still need more courage. 29.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It does. What do we got? 4 or 5 days left? I'm gonna say 4.
Well then.
Ooh, 3. Okay. Okay. What's good?
Highness.
If all goes to plan, perhaps I shall be finally reunited with His Highness the Prince. What? Oh, we still have yet to bring... Oh, I'm so excited for what this game has left. I'm going to see that man thrive. That boy. Well, wait a minute. How many years has it been? I'm still a boy, so he's probably still a boy. Are we still in platonic love with one another? Do you remember the beginning of this game? If you have not been watching since the beginning, fake fan, go watch. We were the closest of friends, and that feels like it was forever ago that we saw that cinematic, but it's been like, what, max 3 months? What ought we discuss first, and how to tell him about the tournament for the throne?
Well met, eh?
Okay, so does anybody want to hang out? Because if not, I'm just going to focus on my courage. Stroll. Barden. I'm going to hang out with Barden. Sorry, Stroll. I just want to see what's going on in Martira. Barden's authoritarian measures unite the town against him. They decide to vote on a new leader, though Barden believes he's in the right.
I myself am.
His favorite food is roast sandworm larvae. Perfect, man. What ought I do? Let's have a chat, brother. God, he's so fine with the little... You know what? No, it's no fucking surprise I fell in love. I fall in love with anybody with one of these. In real life and in video games. If you've got one of these, you've got my pussy on a platter. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Come.
Ah, you're here. Glad you're well. Personally,
I'm sorry.
Sorry, forget it. I'm rather beside myself at the moment. What's wrong?
Aye.
Oh, they had another vote for governor. Should be announcing the results any minute. Wanna go take a listen? And now, behold the results. I'll admit it was closer than I expected. But regardless, henceforth I shall rule instead of you, Barden.
What?
Impossible. There can't be that many people who support the likes of you.
You unscrupulous...
You bribed the rotters, or ye rigged the vote. You're too much a coward to act honest.
Well, you see...
There's no foul play to be had here, Barden. That might be true. Like, there might not be foul play. Other than the fact that they, like, made Barden look bad, the Sanctus, but, like, that's a trap Barden fell into. We had the whole thing under close watch, and there was nothing suspicious about it.
It's absurd.
That can't be. Your watcher missed something, and for all we know, Gastro's lackeys are afoot. Barden, your behavior's scaring people.
Look.
Relax, the expression on your face is going to scare people. Barden, you doubt me even now. This is pitiful to watch, Barden. You need to accept the truth.
Seriously.
Ordinary men with delusions of heroism are not fit to rule. Oh my. You are at fault for all that has happened. He kind of makes a point, though. I don't think he had to rig it. I think the people really weren't happy with Barden's slip into, like, authoritarianism. I don't know what authoritarianism is. Actually, I take that back. His slip into, like, being too controlling. But you all supported me. That's why I became governor. That's why I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it.
But please...
And now you're all looking at me like I'm scum. I was protecting you. I was acting for the common good. You meant to. That's where your intent was. You asked me to protect you, and I fall short on the wee thing, and then it's all whispers behind my back. Who among ye cares about the town?
Fine.
Fine, have it your way. Will of the people, Gastrol can protect you now. Shouting insults and then running away. A shirk of responsibility to I'm gonna kick you in your fucking tiny little Sanctus nuts. I swear to God, Gastrol. Shut your fucking mouth. Take your win. Go home and rule like a fucking weenie. For now. The people are not gonna like you. They're gonna rise up against you, and I'm gonna watch them take your head. And I'm gonna say, you know, like, I can't stand you for a minute. Your face markings are beautiful, though. Well, no matter. Good riddance. Now here's how I will handle security.
Listen up.
Lord Barden, there's a giant sandworm. And yet they still lean on him. Where's Sir Barden? I must report to him as soon as possible.
Please, let's not lose our heads.
Ah, about that. Reports are to go to Lord Gastro henceforth, but what's the matter? Giant sandworm nest has been spotted, and a worm is now approaching. Sir Barden said to report anything like this right away.
Oh no. Oh no.
A giant sandworm. Sir Gastro, what do we do?
What?
Calm down, we have defensive barriers. Yes, the ones he built with your taxes. And besides, a giant sandworm wouldn't come here, would it? Do you know nothing of Martyra? Well, we thought it wouldn't, but
I mean to keep going.
Barden only had you looking for nests so he would have an excuse to collect taxes for defense. It was all part of his deceit.
Yeah.
You understand me, nothing is happening. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Hey.
Is there a giant sandworm coming? I know you've been scorned, I know you are angry, I know that you feel wronged. Maybe you are wronged. We will have to get into that later. The people need you now. What in the world should I do now that I've been ousted? Now that I've... Bro, there's a worm.
Whoa.
You say a giant sandworm's coming here. I bet it's a human too, isn't it? Oh, is it the human sandworm? Isn't it? Those defensive barriers won't stand a chance against a human. But there's nothing I can do now. I'm not governor anymore. Will you abandon them then? Like, what are you saying?
So then...
So you're abandoning them. They abandoned me. No, no. This is no time for such thoughts. The human must be stopped to protect the Weons. But first things first. I don't want to see the town fall into chaos. Have the guards declare it was a false alarm. While they do that, I'll exterminate the beastie myself. Whatever needs done, I'll do it.
I'm sorry.
But truth be told, against a human, I don't stand a chance. Here, I'll put aside my pride and ask you to help me, Slater. Please. Yeah. Duh. Anytime.
Yeah.
In the thunder and rain. Anytime, any place. Of course I'll help. Slater, I'm forever in your debt.
I see.
But well, we're married, so debt is shared, brother. But I think of that nonsense I was just saying, pretending I couldn't do anything. Why? You don't need to be governor to protect people. I can feel his unshakable resolve.
I shall bar his meddling with Martira.
Halves the turn icon cost of switching with a reserve member during squad battle. Is squad battle just usual battles? What do you mean switching with a reserve member? Wait a minute, do we get more teammates? Reserve member? Are we getting more people?
Is that right then?
We should be able to get there quickly with your gauntlet runner. I'm going to investigate the location, so I hope you'll come back another day.
This one's important.
Ooh, I got a quest from this one. Together, the great sandworm near Martira can be defeated. Sandstorms will lower accuracy, so preparing countermeasures is a must. I should speak to Barden when I'm ready. It increases, courage. That's what I need.
I thank you.
Much thanks to you, Slater. We'll send the monster back to the hell it came from. Okay. Sorry. We'll probably have to do that in the next video. Who's the hangout? And Alonzo tonight. Alright, so I'm gonna go. I've gotta live my life, have my day, hang out with my brother. But next time, Alonzo. Probably more of a Barden. Go slay the worm. And whatever else is to come. The soiree's to come too, so looking forward to that. Thank you for hanging out, though. Thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with me stuttering over my words as often as I do. Thanks for putting up with the mess of me trying to give everybody little accents and voices. Have a good one. Bye.